I'm going to be talking about the processes and steps taken to write a problem solving essay. As required by my degree program, I was asked to come up with a topic that I would focus this problem solving essay on. And I chose to go with explain what a teacher can do to resolve conflicts and misunderstanding between teachers and parents and teachers. Mm, And the reason that I chose that was because I feel like it is a big problem between creating healthy relationships between parents and teachers. And so I think as a part of early childhood education degree, it is one of the core subjects of my what I'm learning. In the first paragraph, I would include the introduction and thesis statement detailing the three reasons or problems for the conflicts between parents and teachers. The reason that I chose the three that I did was because I felt as though it detailed the importance of why it is best to avoid creating conflicts between parents and teachers because the children are the ones that suffer the most when this happens. And in my introduction, I would focus on the uh, the positive importance of healthy relationships between the two parties. The next, what I would do is I would research and look through articles and dissertations and studies that have been done in the past that have shown the correlation between the conflicts between parents and teachers as well as the performance of a child. So it's important to reference some of the work that's been done already in order to support my claims in my problem solving essay. What I would do next would be to detail and dedicate body paragraphs to each of the problems that I stated in my thesis statement. First, being less opportunities for communication. This basically would focus on why it becomes an issue and it has a negative impact on the parents and teachers when they are not able to communicate as frequently or as comfortably with each other as they would hope for, which would create unnecessary misunderstandings and conflicts between the two parties. The next one I would focus on would be the lack of awareness in parents about normal child development. The reason I think this is important is because some parents are unaware of the milestones that their children need to be hitting. And the reason this is a problem is because parents tend to create conflict with teachers because they feel as though that they're not challenging their children enough when in reality they are hitting their age milestones, whereas they don't push their children enough because they don't realize that they are more capable of achieving more complex understandings of things. So the reason that this would create conflict between the two is that parents tend to blame the teachers for not getting their children to reach those milestones, when in reality they play a big role themselves. The third thing would be the language barriers between parents and teachers. Being in a country like Sri Lanka and having people speak Sinhala, Tamil, and English, it sometimes is an issue when a Sinhala speaking mom is trying to communicate with an English speaking teacher and they're unable to get across their true intentions during their communication. So this causes conflict. The next thing that I would do would be dedicate solution paragraphs to each of the problems that I listed in my thesis statement. The first being allowing more methods of communication like WhatsApp, email, and phone calls to combat the problems in lack of opportunities for communication with parents. The next thing would be to conduct workshops about developmental milestones for parents and teachers so that parents as well as teachers become more aware of the students' capabilities and what they are able to achieve at their whatever age they're at. And this would reduce the misunderstandings and create an understanding between the two, and it would resolve conflicts a lot better. The third solution that I would recommend in this essay is to introduce multilingual pamphlets, videos, and capable translators when communicating with parents that speak a different language to the teacher. This would bridge the gap in the sense of communication, because when a pamphlet, for instance, details the what the teacher is trying to convey in great detail, and they're able to read it themselves, they are able to understand what is going on, as opposed to misunderstanding what the teacher is saying, because they simply don't understand the language as well. So I think these are three great solutions to the problems that they could face. And finally, I would add a concluding paragraph to briefly recount the problems and solutions that were mentioned in this essay. And I would conclude with the fact that all of these problems may effectively and productively be solved just as long as the solutions are implemented in an effective way as well. So thank you so much for watching my video. I appreciate your time.